Let's look at some interesting crafts together. This first one starts with a binder. I know what goes in binders. It's got to be craft supplies. Let's take a look. Fucking gross. This is a binder full of pizza supplies. If you're struggling to organize your refrigerator in such a way where you can make a pizza, you have problems. And if you think to yourself, a binder with binder organizer pages is the way to go, you're wrong. Don't do that. Yeah, keep the pineapple off though. That's fair. Okay, Slinky Craft. There's not too much I could say like I'd want to craft with a Slinky. They're fun to play with. You know, you kick them down the stairs to work out some issues that you might have with other people in your life that you'd like to kick down the stairs. But you get away with it with a Slinky. I have no idea what they're going to make with this. Let's find out. Not the most hideous thing I've ever seen. Not good. Definitely not good. It does help you organize your lids, I suppose. You've got a bunch of tiny lids. Although it takes up a lot of space. I might just throw those shits in a drawer. In fact, that is what I do. I've got a drawer full of assorted lids that accomplishes the same thing as this ugly ass Slinky thing. Not gonna lie, this is legitimately good. It looks like they 3D printed a part like to a magazine for your yogurt, which is pretty dope. If you've got a 3D printer and you can do this and you just always eat the same type of yogurt, more power to you. That's awesome. Actually, this is a surprise. I thought these were all going to be, you know, crap. Someone stole her keys. How's she going to organize a way to keep her keys and keep thieves away? Maybe some sort of locking box? Maybe it too will be made of pizza somehow? So far, this looks like hot garbage. Looks like it'll fall apart. If it rains if it rains at all, it's definitely dead. Whatever this craft is. It's some sort of false log thing in a pot. Have you ever seen a video game where there's like an obvious thing you're supposed to investigate, progress to the next part? This is that, but in real life. I can't believe anybody would look at this and say that's a real plant. Plants simply just don't look like that. You know, if somebody were to sneakily steal your keys literally 1 second after you put them down, they would definitely look in here. We're back to pizza. All the slices appear to be gone. You know, it probably would have solved this problem if they'd thrown some pineapple on it and made it into a garbage pizza. Then all the slices would still be there. But here we are. If you ever asked yourself, like, what's the cheapest and tackiest way I can show off my glasses? Here you are. Shelves exist. Hooks exist. Other things exist to do this. But if you're just like, hey, I want to glue some shit on a wall or a door, you do you, man. This grown man is really struggling with this puzzle. Like, I don't think he gets the whole concept, or has any sort of strategy to approaching it. I'm going to say, like, Randomly throwing them on the ground is not the play. He's way too excited to have some help doing it. Yeah, no, come on. No, no. If you ever feel the need to affix a bed sheet to the floor so that you and your grown significant other or whatever this relationship is, so that you two can play on the floor without making a horrible mess, don't. Simply look inside and reevaluate your life and do something better with it. I feel like this piece would be a real conversation starter. You know, if I had this in my house, or actually if I walked into a friend's house and they had this, I might say, "What's wrong with you? Do you need help? This isn't appealing or attractive. It's not good. Some might call it bad. It is a way to store your jewelry, yes. But again, you get hooks on walls. You can just toss that shit in a drawer. You can do a million other things with it. That's not this. Like, let me display my crappy jewelry here." Oh, I hate it when my drinks fall. So this is not a crappy craft. This is a high quality craft. Once again, it appears to involve a 3D printer or purchasing a product meant for actually organizing your refrigerator, and I approve. It's 10 out of 10 points here, guys. Like, this actually seems to solve a problem, sort of. But who refrigerates Nutella? Mind blown. This has actually high quality as well. You use a paper bag that you're getting your food in and turn it into a refrigerator organizer. It's pretty dope, actually. I approve. I'm not going to do it myself because I never get paper bags. Plastic all the way, buddy. Like, screw the earth. This closet's a mess. You know why? Because no one has ever invented a tool to hang your clothing on. Or a device that you might, hook your hat up onto. If they did, they might call these things like hooks and hangers. But let's see how they solve this problem. It was very functional. But I'm going to go ahead and say that, like, taking hooks from one room and sticking it in another, not a craft. Not a craft. They didn't craft anything here. For that reason, I'm out. This is a straight up wire zipper thing made of what I can only assume is pure witchcraft. Fucking awesome. I want one immediately. My desk is a rat's nest of wires. It's awful. Sometimes my Shih Tzu gets tangled in it. Really, really, it's a problem. Oh no. Super functional. Looks like crap. You're not gonna like how it looks in your bedroom. At the same time, it's not a craft. They didn't craft anything. They attached it like it was intended. I approve of this. is going much differently than I thought when I started this video. I thought these were all going to be just awful because I saw the pizza thing, the pizza portfolio, and assumed they were all going to be the same, like shit-brained ideas. But this is pretty cool. They've made like a low-effort shelf that you can just take out and move and adjust as needed. And they're organizing under their sink. My sink could probably use this treatment. Okay, so they've made a little ring organizer, and it's not the worst. It's not good, but it's not the worst. Oh no, I've spilled my nails everywhere. I gotta get some wet wipes to wipe them up, bro. I honestly don't know how they're gonna solve the nail problem with wet wipes. There we go. There we go. He's gonna make all your nails harder to access like this. This is solving a problem that I've never once encountered. I've driven a lot of nails. I've opened a lot of nail boxes. What you typically do is you just open the box and you jam your hand in there in a reckless way and grab a handful. And, you know, it works. But they solved a problem that didn't exist. And that's innovation. Back up to the hardware thing with the nails and the screws and bolts. You know what's really useful is being able to see what's actually in there. You just get like a plastic jar or any like a Tupperware container and you've solved the same problem, but better because you can see inside of it. Just my 2 cents. That last one, it looks like they spent like a couple hours covering cardboard boxes with some plasticky film to give them some stability and make them absolutely hideous. You can have shelves that you don't want. At the cost of shelves you do. It's a great deal. I love it. Hey, they're once again solving the non-existent problem of how to store your nuts, bolts, and nails. And this time in a way that's less sturdy and more likely to break. I love it. I love it so much. Okay, they really just glazed right over that. That was a tool to open and close your rice. Now I've got a big bag of rice because I hit up Costco once in a while, and I love the value on a thing that I eat so slowly. It's definitely going to go bad. I'm going to throw most of it out, wasting money. But that's neither here nor there. If I ate more rice, I feel like this would be great. And I wish they would show how to make it. They literally just skip over it. If you can't organize your cans in a way that they don't roll out of your pantry, you should feel bad about yourself. They bought a shower rod, a miniature shower rod, instead of just turning the cans. Turn them 90 degrees. Problem solved. Easy peasy. Okay, actually, as Lego organizers, I've seen those online, and they were pretty pricey for just no fucking reason. So, yes, you could definitely do it yourself. They don't show how to. In probably 5 minutes in a drill or a Dremel when you'll get there. I don't approve of the coffee pot organizer. Not the same as the one in the fridge. And the reason I don't approve of the coffee one is the coffee pots come in a box, and all of the boxes are like easy open, easy store. You just use that. Or dump them into a drawer and go through it. Or get some actually good coffee. That's an interesting thought. Get some good coffee and drink that. Oh no, that's offensive. Those board games all came in a box with built-in plastic things in them. Those plastic things are called organizers. They help you keep the pieces organized in such a way where you can set up and disassemble the game quickly and easily. But instead, let's just throw those shits all into a bag and call it a day. I do not approve. Though I like the honeycomb organizer. I'm going to go ahead and say they didn't craft anything. They didn't craft shit. That was a pre-purchased organizer. It's functional, yes, but that's not what we're here for. Same thing goes for the vacuum bag. Very useful. But when you pre-purchase a vacuum bag, you can't call it a craft. That's not the right place for it. We're not on like organization channel. We're on a crafting channel here. It's called 5 Minute Crafts. It says it right at the bottom. They didn't craft anything. Once again, not crafting. It's sticking hooks on a wall. Hooks on a door. Oh wait, may have spoken too soon. I'm gonna say they do the bare minimum there by putting a rope between, so we can actually say it's sort of a craft, a pseudo craft, if you will. I'll allow it. So the hook and bungee cord maneuver looks somewhat clever, except there's zero chance that those doors actually close appropriately now. Those things are just barely open at all times, and if you're like me, it's gonna bother the hell out of you. Technically a craft. They repurposed this thing into a craft. I'd say based off of the previous video where they just bought hooks that probably cost as much as a binder and look nicer and will probably work better. I'd say it's a bad craft. But it is one. It counts. They're going to turn this bottle into. You know, if I based it just off most of this video, they're going to find a way to turn it into hooks. Definitely not a way to store hardware because you can see in there and that'd be too useful. They might even fill it with pizza. We'll see. Hooks, yes. As full as zip ties, okay. I don't hate it. You get shopping bags, and their solution for a massive shopping bags is to cover a tissue box in wrapping paper and jam them in there in a way that takes you a lot of time so that it self-feeds like Kleenex. Stupid. You know why? Is because everybody has a bag within a bag in their house. And just you throw more bags in there until you have a massive bags and you find yourself with 5 or 6 and you throw some out. That's the American way. And this is crap. A junk drawer. I love it. Trying to think of what they might repurpose to organize this. There's a good chance they just get regular organizers and call that a craft. Let's find out. That's a legitimate craft. And I was really skeptical until they opened the drawer and it looks pretty dope, actually. I would be happy with that. You have to eat a lot of cereal to get that. You know, there's like 6 boxes of cereal right there and a bunch of wrapping paper. That being said, this is pretty cool. They're just showing organizers. Not a craft. None of these are crafts again. These are being used for their intended purpose. This is a real downgrade from some of the other storage solutions they had. I mean, it's light years above putting pizza components in a binder. But I wouldn't call it a craft at all. Whoa, let's back up and address this magnetic cup situation. Those look like plastic or paper cups that they magnetically stuck on their fridge. don't know why you do that unless you intend on reusing them, which really brings us to other questions. And the answers to those questions are, get a job so you can get some real cups instead of buying magnets and sticking those onto your fridge. That doesn't make sense to me. Cool. It's not cool. It's really not cool. This is a situation where you would put these in a drawer or on a shelf. Really anything but this. I don't even think the cabinet would close now that that's on there. It looks like it would bump up against the stuff inside of it and not close. Okay, that is actually how you store fabric. If you've ever been to a fabric store, that's kind of how they do it. It makes sense. No complaints here. I don't know how I feel about the food stacking device. I kind of want to hate it. I really want to hate it, but I just can't because you know what, I do hate it. And the reason being is if you had any reasonable meal stuff there, it would get just messy as hell and you'd have to clean it or throw it out. That's why. You couldn't use this on pizza, for example, because it would be right in the middle of your pizza and get sauce all over it and be a mess. And you'd just be like, oh, what am I going to do with this? You'd have to craft something else to solve that problem. You're just in an endless cycle of crafting crap. That wasn't a craft, that's an organizer. Not a craft, but it appears to be some sort of witchcraft where they folded this in such a way where it wraps around itself and keeps itself folded. I might not want to use it as a pillow. You know, if you had to, you could. Not bad for storage solution, though. Horrible. Doesn't look good. Probably works like crap. It is technically a craft though, so yeah, you got points on the board there. 5-minute crafts. You're living up to your name. Definitely took more than 5 minutes to do. But again, there's better things to do this with. You can get a plastic one of these for like $5. This looks like the wire organizer from before, but they made it themselves. If that's what they did, I'm about to be very impressed. It is. If that actually works and holds it, this might be life-changing for me. How did she stick those slippers onto the bamboo napkin? What is a bamboo napkin? I'm really confused by this. Once again, not a craft. That's just putting a cutting board on a drawer. Nothing was crafted. It definitely took less than 5 minutes, so that's cool. Not a craft. Don't know what else to say about it. This lady's discovered hanger technology, so I approve of that. Nope, she's bad at it though. She's about to unalive herself because she can't do hangers. 2 rows of hangers? What? You know, I'm really being sarcastic and I'm kind of jaded about it. Not the worst, honestly. Really not the worst thing here. All right, the before and after is really deceptive because those were completely different closet contents. It's a bunch of shorts and skirts, some shirts, and it's literally half of what was in there before. Deceptive axe crafters. Let's take organizers and turn them on their side so we have a lot of wasted space and just use them wrong for the hell of it. And this is what you get. Who does not have a chair in their house covered in clothes? Or some surfaces in their house covered in clothes? I completely get it. I got a bunch of laundry to fold right now. I got a bed that's covered. I'm not looking forward to it. Similar trick is like they used in the closet, but much, much worse. If I saw that hanging in somebody's house, I'd have some questions to ask. If I saw it hanging in my house, I might question my own sanity. Well, have you ever wanted a shitty, cheap-looking table? Today's your lucky day. You can get 2 trash cans and a piece of wood, then make a new piece of trash. You're combining 3 pieces of trash into one. Amazing. That shelf thing was actually reasonably interesting. It probably costs less to make than you would find it in an IKEA or something like that. I can't complain. Now I'm going to complain about this because the obvious solution to this is to turn these bottles upright, put them in the fridge, put them in the door of the fridge, or do just about anything other than what they're about to do. Yeah, there's no reason for that. Fold organizer, a folder assist book, not bad. Okay. All right, yeah, they made a rope pen holder at the cost of a pen holder and 3 times the time. If it's the look you're looking for, that really did look like it would work okay for a while. It's definitely going to break down over time, but could be worse. I was really hoping he's going to look over and grab a cat. Just, meow. Would have been pretty dope. A toilet paper holding organizer is not a crap. It's a pre-made organizer holding toilet paper. These exist. This technology already exists. Not a craft. I don't know what else to say. It's awful. It's awful looking. It probably feels like it's going to fall apart, and it probably will fall apart very soon. Oh, that's the end. We made it. We saw a handful of pretty cool crafts. Mostly not. Thanks for watching.